Good morning, leaders. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining in. We are already 5 minutes late, so I'm just not going to take much of the time. I'm Dr. Tsenga, and I'm a forever business owner for the past 2 years. Yeah, so today I actually just wanted to share one of the things that I personally struggle with. It's one thing that I know for sure I don't do much of it. So I didn't prepare the presentation so that we must start following up. It just means I'm actually also learning and it's a work in progress. So I thought, it might not be, it's not just me, but there are quite a number of people that also struggle with the same that I can share um, on how I'm also working on it, trying to improve. Okay, so you know, there is always a saying that says that you usually I hear in network marketing that says the fortune is in follow-up. And most of us, a lot of people in our business, they rarely for do follow-up, at least not as professionals. Yeah, and not everyone that comes into to buy the product or start the business, they are going to start there and then. It's very, very unlikely that someone will just start the business, get across the business, get exposed to it today, and tomorrow they start the business. Most of the people have a lot of questions. They've got trust issues. They've got doubts, maybe belief on themselves, maybe the belief in the company. Others, they have trust issues with the belief in the product. So it's very, very much important that you focus also on making sure that you understand the following up in a more professional way. Yeah, so following up technically helps to build trust. Yeah, it helps to build trust, and also it helps to increase people joining the business, helping them sign up. Yeah, but also it helps your team, as in to duplicate the activities that you do with your team so that you can grow your business. Yeah. And why is it important to do follow-up? I would say 80% of signups or people buying the products usually happens after 5 to 7 follow-ups. Yeah, that is why it's saying follow-up, not follow-up, meaning not just once. You need to follow up at least several times. Yeah, and now why it's very much important as we are building the business, we need to know for sure that what we are doing, how we are doing it, we need to be the only reason why we are talking to these people isn't for them to to start the business. It's education and understanding. And if the process that you are using is education and understanding, we are not expecting people to sign up just by first encounter. Yeah. So it acts as the education process. So if you understand that the only reason you are following up or you're talking to the people is to educate them, it will be very less stressful. Well, the process will be less stressful compared to having constant that mindset of saying, okay, I just want the person, I'm talking to them so that they can sign up. This is a very, very powerful mindset that you need to switch as a business owner. That the only reason that you are talking to them is to educate and to understand. You understand more about their challenge than about their challenge, what they are going through, and things that they need to solve. Because in business, the only thing that we do is solve problems for people, for clients. Yeah, if you help them and you understand their problem, well, you can easily help them solve it. Yeah, so you need to learn on how to do a service. Yeah, you need to understand that following up is a service and not pressure. You don't have to force someone to do something that you want them to do. They need to make a decision coming from their own mind. At least you need to follow up professionally. Yeah, professionals do follow up, but amateurs, they always give up. And the goal in our business is to make sure that we maintain our professionalism. Okay, so these are the three main mindsets that you need to have up as you are following up. You are not chasing people. I know most of the reasons why most people don't stop following up, it's because they have that mindset of saying, you know what, I'm going to be bothering them. I'm not going to, they are going to think I'm desperate. No, you're not desperate. You are not chasing them. All you are trying to do is you are trying to guide them to make a decision that is going to benefit them. And at this point, you need to have your personal conviction about what you are doing as if you're doing the right thing. It's very, very much important. Yeah. And just because someone is silent, hasn't been talking to you for a long time, after talking to them about the business, especially when you're new, you know, it's hard, it's very, technically it's a us FBOs who try to run away from our friends and from our families whenever we start a business because technically we stop talking to them. It's not them that stops talking to us, it's us because we are afraid of what they are thinking. You know, we are afraid of thinking whenever I go to their inbox, they'll start thinking it's the business. You know, they are going to talk about the business. So in the actual sense, we are the one who have the wrong mindset. Okay. So follow up, it's a circle. Follow up with a circle. And one of the quote that I say from that I read from GoPro is the only reason to have to talk to someone is, I mean, the thing that you need to be doing is you need to be setting up a next exposure. Whenever you have contact with someone, the only purpose you'll be talking to them is to set another exposure, meaning you need to create a circle. Which means if you talk to them, you expose them about to the business opportunity or the product, then the reason why you're doing after exposure, you need to set up another exposure, meaning that's a follow-up day. So you need to create a circle. Maybe if this day you talked about um, they watch the video, next time you meet, you need to talk to them about how the marketing plan, how it can help them fix their problem and also how it can help them improve their finances if it's their health, how the product is going to do that. So every time you are talking to the person, you need to create a day in which you're supposed to talk to them so that every time you're doing a follow-up, it will not be like you're forcing them. It will be like they're the one who's been creating appointments all the time. And that way, if you put it in that way, it will be easy for you to do a follow-up without having the mindset of saying, okay, I'm pushing them too much. Yeah, so contact them, expose them to the product or the business opportunity, do a follow-up. Yeah, by the way, following up just means doing the things that you said you will. If you said you're going to send them more information, you send it. If they say they're going to buy the product on this day, you share with them maybe if the accounts or anything. They are going to sign up, you give them more information at the benefits of start signing up. Yeah, so help them. Yeah, so do the follow-up, help them make a decision on boarding, do the planning and everything so they can achieve their goals. You share this with them everything that you know about the business so that they can also repeat the same cycle with other people. Yeah, then you go to another one, you repeat the cycle over and over. That's the part of the business in our network marketing businesses. It's a we do same thing over and over, and that is why to most people it might be boring because we be doing the same thing over and over until forever. We do the same thing, and we teach other people to do the same thing all the time. Okay? And then another thing that you need to do, you need to classify your prospects. You need to classify them according their to their level. Is it that they are ready if it's hot or cold or not now? Which means they are not just cold technically, they are frozen. So the thing that you need to focus on, making sure that I actually put them in this order because that's how important they are. The people that are those that are ready, they are the most important ones. So every time you're doing the follow-up, you need to follow this same one, the same order. Those people that are ready, they are the most important ones because you don't want them to get cold. They are already hot and ready. So you need to talk to these people, make them sign up, get started, do the planning and everything properly. Yeah. Then the second people, those that are warm, they are interested in the business, but they are unsure. They show that they're asking a lot of questions. Those are the people now that you need to go to as soon as you handle the people that are ready. Okay. Then those that are called, maybe I'll put those people that maybe you shared with them a business opportunity. They are still watching the presentation or they promise to come for a meeting. Those are the people that you need to talk to. But also, even those people that promised that said no, doesn't mean you have to leave them completely. When you're done with all these, then that's when you can follow up so that you can create a relationship with them and making sure that um, you are also warming them slowly. It's very much important. Yeah. Then after classifying them, you need to also now know how to handle each group. Um, you need to learn on how to handle uh, each group. Okay, so those people that are ready, you need to follow up within 24 hours or within 72 hours. This is very, very important because you don't want them to life comes with a lot of things happening, distractions, a lot of uh a lot of things going on. Maybe some family members might get sick, they use the money. Some accident can happen, they can get sick, they use the money. So you need to make sure that within these hours, as quickly as possible, you talk to them and make it happen. Success loves a speed. So it's very, very necessary that you do it as fast as you can. You know, ask decision questions, goals, things that they want to achieve, show them and close them as quickly as you can. That is what you need to do on people that are ready. Okay. And then those people that showed interest, maybe they're home, those people, the one that you need to educate more. Ask their questions, you educate them about the business opportunity, about the products, tell them more about the system that we use. Then after educating them, share a story. If it's the business opportunity, testimonials. If this is at the point where you can make a three-way call with someone who is more related to who, to their condition. If they are a mother and they are struggling to balance up time, You can make a three-way call with those with a friend or your upline so that they can also relate to that person. That person can share the story. Okay. Also invite them to a bigger event. Yeah, invite them to a bigger event and you follow to the next business opportunity where you are going to have people speaking. Yeah, that this is what you need to do. Okay. Then those people that are called prospects, these ones you need to be very careful that you don't do the pitching. You don't want to sound like you are preaching. You need to make sure that at least you understand you just talk about the benefits of doing the business or the product if that's what you are talking about. And also you need to focus on the value only. Focus on the value and also build the relationships. People buy from people that they trust. It's very, very much important. I've sold products to people that I talked to like 2 years for the in the space of 2 years. They never bought the products. Sometimes you might even think maybe they just don't have the money to start the business or money to buy the products. But in the actual sense, what they are just trying to say is, why should I buy from you? I don't even know you. You don't even show me that fee, that um excitement to say, okay, yeah, this person is the one who can help me solve the problem. Because we need to understand all the time that we solve problems in our business. It's all we do. And if you can't show to a client or a customer that you can solve the problem, there is no point in doing business with you. Because even me personally, whenever I'm buying something, I'm doing anything, I need to ensure that the person I'm getting the solution to shows me that he is the man for the job. Yeah, if the person can't, then there is no point in doing business with you. So you need to focus on that. Create more value, build a relationship, and most importantly, no emotions attached. People come and go. Not everyone who enters the shop, or even if it's the shop light, is going to buy. Others just go there to check if what they are looking for is there. And also it might be there, but they were just um they were just checking out. They had no idea what they really wanted, so they just went there to see. We're just trying to waste some time. So if that those people, they are also there in network marketing. So it's very much important that you understand this. Yeah. So don't put your emotions into the business. Yeah. Lately, I came across something that really got my attention. Money is just like water. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. But at the same time, you find out that in some people they have no water, but it's out there. It's everywhere. So the goal as a business owner for you to want to make money, you need to make sure that you redirect water. You redirect it or you redirect money to come to you. And you only do that by talking to more people and having more conversation. Yeah, because if not, it will go to someone else. So build a trust leader, create more value, and don't get attached to the outcome. Focus on what is in your control. Focus on what you can control. Okay. So, and one of another thing that usually needs to prepare for as you are following up. Yeah. So as you are following up now, you need to also be prepared to handle objections because these comes, these are things that usually makes even people run away from doing the business right. They don't know how to handle the objections. Maybe if it's about the product, they ask you, is it the product going to work? Why is the product so expensive? Those questions, people, because you don't have conviction and you don't have belief in the product and you don't know, you are not educating yourself on how to handle objections. you find that it's very difficult for you to follow up because you're afraid of those questions. And you can't get better by just reading. Another thing that I listened lately, it was someone said, you don't really know something until you experience it. It's either you just read about it or heard about it or someone talked about it, not knowing it. So it's very much important that you take action. For you to know something, you have to experience it. Otherwise, it's either you heard about it, you read about it, or someone talked about it. Like right now, I'm just talking about it. If you don't do any of the activities, you don't really know it. You just heard about it. That's how it works. So you need to put yourself out there, do the work as much as you can until you have the experience. Yeah, you know, the things that you need to focus in is just the concept. Tactics come and go, but the concept is timeless. Yeah, so if someone talks about maybe money, maybe they can start as low as just as a customer to so that they can have more belief. It's not that people don't have the money, because when it comes to money, money is never the problem. It just means they have no the problem that you have presented to them. It's not big enough for them to go and look for the money. Because I have a lot of clients that have spent more than 10,000 buying the product but I've talked to them for the space of 2 years and they were saying the product is expensive. But after educating them, now they can even spend more, even intentionally without giving them. They just, I need something for this. Do you have the money is there? And I was like, well, what happened for the past 1 year? What was happening? Maybe if it's the business, they say, I don't have time. If they say I don't have time, it just means I don't have time for this. Things that you're presenting to me, I don't have time for this, but they have time for other things. People are always on social media. They will give you update on what is happening to someone who is in Nigeria, in America. But when you say, how did they have time to find out about that, to know about this? It's not about the time. It's just about the the problem that they have. It's not big enough for them to invest time in it. Yeah. So you need to make sure that you present the problem in a way that it hurts so much that they want to jump right now and make and solve it. Yeah. And also they if they have questions, they say, no, I need to think about it, clarify. What is it there? You can even ask in a polite way, just out of curiosity. What is it there that you need to think about? Because I want to help you understand the business so that as you go, you make an informed decision. I don't want you to make a decision based on the thoughts that you have or based on someone else's experience. If we can share right now, it will be very easy for me to help you um, understand and give you the answers. Yeah, yeah. So it's very much important that you learn on how to handle objections. I actually recently came across about a 12-minute video on how to handle objections in in Forever specific, in Forever Living products. I think I'll share the link. Please, you can remind me in the group so that I can share on that video. It's very much helpful. It helped me quite a lot. Okay. Then you also need to do the 5 follow-up rules. You need to clarify their interest. What is this person interested in, the product or the business? So that you know what you need to do next. Yeah. So that you know what you need to do next. Is it the product or is it the business opportunity? Yeah. Also, focus on education. Educate them as much as you can. Please, leader, people need to be educated about our business opportunity. Because I recently passed through the pharmacy and a friend, so he didn't really know how big Forever is. He was just thinking it's more in our Bemba, in our language, we would just say Kawaya. It's more like those people that put the my small on small shop. Yeah, because the way Forever markets the product, they don't put billboards or big uh adverts, so people don't see. Yeah, and once they see you, they are not seeing as big how big it can be because they are only seeing you with one bottle of the Senior Plus or aloe vera gel. They are not seeing the whole buildings and everything. They are only seeing you. So you need to educate them and share with them and expose them to something big. That is why you need to be posting those big events, anything happening on your status so that they see that it's not just a small thing, it's something big. It's a community. It's a continent. It's a global business. We are building leaders. Also, address the fears, fear of talking to people, fear of failure. Give them everything that they need so that as they make a decision, they have no objections or anything to say no to. Yeah, ask a decision making questions. Ask them, well, what do they want to change about their life. All those things are very, very important. Okay, those are important questions. All right. So then, okay. So then also on social media, I know I would say lately about more than 80% of people in our business, lately they are building the business using social media. Because of fear of talking to people, we have very difficult uh, we have difficult talking to people who is next to you, but you can easily talk to someone who is 100 kilometers away because of technology. Yeah, so you you need you need to make sure that 70% of the posts are doing the talking. Yeah, they do the talking. If you're using social media, your posts do the talking. Some people will just call you like, I haven't really I don't even remember that man correctly, like how if we've met before. All I needed to know is he picked up for me in a taxi. I shared with them the opportunity and he exposed them to the video, but he's been watching presentation. Then a few days ago, he just called me to say, you know what, I'm ready to start a business, and he started. So it's very important that you have your social media presence. Even if no one is watching, trust me, there is always someone watching. Yeah, even your enemies. Yeah, so you need to engage with them, not pitching. Engage with them, have conversations, and be consistent. Yeah, you need to stay consistent when it comes to sharing the business opportunity and posting. It's very, very important. Yeah. And also you can use Meta Business Suite. I love Meta Business Suite, because I don't have to go and logging on Instagram and Facebook at the same time. I just need to use Meta Business Suite. For me, technically, you can with Meta Business Suite, you can handle comments, you can handle messages in just one app. You don't have to go and look for individuals. You find the list of people that commented, and you can reply both on Instagram and Facebook at the same time. So there's nothing like you giving excuse to say, no, I'm not so good with Instagram, I'm so good with Facebook. Well, you can handle them at a go without issues. So it's very much important here because even your team who are giving excuses, you can tell them about it and they would feel, they will appreciate. Okay, then another important thing that you need to do is you need to have your daily activities. Yeah. Instead of just having plans for the goals and everything, also have plans for activities. Have plans for activities leaders. Well, that's one of the things that I actually noticed in my team is most people I have people that can set goals for personal goals, things that they want to achieve, but they have no plans. They have no plans for the activities that they are going to do. You need to have a blueprint on every step that you're going to take. You need to break it down to the smallest detail there is until make sure that you have all the details. Yeah, so have these five new contacts. No, not just saying I am going to get five new contacts today. You need to know, okay, I'm going to get one from this place. I'm going to get two from that place. I'm going to get these two from the other place. Yeah, you have every detail, every person you know that I'm not meeting this person by accident because I'm meeting this person because I planned for it. Yeah, also do follow-ups, 5 follow-ups every day. Sometimes you need to even look long term if you did five, because in just 1 week, that's 35. Five every day, you follow up for 35 people. According to the statistics, that's the three people joining the business. Because out of 10, one person will join the business. So if you in 1 week, you do five, by the end of the week, that's 35. That's the three people in the business in a week. And that's it. 6 people in just 2 weeks, and that's 12 people in just 1 month. If you're doing five follow-ups every single day. Yeah. And also you do one presentation. Five new contacts, that's 35 new people. Yeah. So that's how those are daily activities. They look simple, but when you compound them in a long term, trust me, people say compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, and it's true. The good part is, it works in both directions, in bad ones and in good ones, against you or with you. It depends on how you choose to use it. Yeah. So you need to teach your team on how to do the same thing. Use a script for people who are new in the business. You can do a script for them, light for them on things that they need to do. Okay, if the customer says this, say this. If the customer do this, do that, until they learn on how to do their own thing. Yeah, and also what gets tracked gets improved. This is my number one thing that I know works best. If you don't track it, you can't improve it because you never know where you went wrong. So you track everything. Did I do this? Did I do that? What did I do today? Until everything is done. Yeah. And when did you stop following up? Some people say you only stop following up when the person is dead. Yeah, but if they say no, if they just say, for me, I only stop when they tell me, please don't ever text me again. If they tell me, don't ever text me again, trust me, I'll keep going until they tell me that. So that's the only time you stop. If they tell you, don't text me again, but otherwise, if they don't say that, oh, it means they are enjoying, they just don't want to admit it. You keep on following up until they get educated. Otherwise, you need to keep saving. Yeah, you need to keep saving. Yeah, as long as you're still there, you keep saving and you help them get the results that they want. Yeah. The things that you need to understand is follow up, it builds leaders. You can't claim to be a leader if you can't do the follow up. Yeah. And consistency creates income. There are times when you can talk to a lot of people and no one is buying the product. Sorry, there's a time that you talk to people and no one is joining the business, but the consistency, it will pay off. Yeah. And also, leaders, you need to understand that you are building a legacy business. And it's not something that is, you say, okay, it's going to come easy. It will come with a lot of hard work because it's a legacy business building. We are building a legacy, and it's not going to be easy. Yeah. Yes, 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 leader. Follow up until you attend their funeral. Yeah, so thank you so much, leaders. Well, we are done. I don't know if you have uh, any questions, please. Let me just this.